Hello and welcome to Sky Rogue with me, Proximace. This is a quite little cool kind of polygonal rogue-like air combat game, the MUP. Basically it's a rogue-like in the fact that you have to keep on going on one life, and it's an air combat game. The AI on the screen just seems to be plummeting towards the ocean at the moment. Is he going to crash? Yes, he is. Well done there. Right, let's take over from him so he doesn't have to do that again. Right, you have a selection of different aircraft you can choose from, which perform different roles, and each of them are actually outfitted with different weapons as well, different speeds, the amount of health you have, and so on. So let's take, that's the kind of the basic one. You have a light bomber, which is slightly slower but has more health, less maneuverability as you would expect. This light interceptor, which is really fast and maneuverable. This light fighter, which is even more maneuverable. This massive ass bomber, which doesn't seem to do anything but has loads of health. And this interceptor, which is really, really fast. So you can see if you go down, this is using a gamepad. It's built for a 360 pad, obviously being on Windows, but I've used software to use a PlayStation 4 controller, PlayStation 3 controller. Let's try that again. PlayStation 3 controller. Just because I have one of those, so I don't have to buy a new one, and I just prefer where the analog sticks are and stuff. So yeah, you can switch out whether you want two guns or I want an unguided rocket on that one. I don't have the space to be able to do so, because you see I have a payload and an avionics budget for the thing. So to go back to cannon, special, you have flares, and you can actually change to different skins, which also includes a Rouser skin, which I'm not sure whether this is made by the same guys who did Luftrausers, but they obviously look on it quite fondly, both directions I'm sure. So this is the roguelike bit of it. If you complete a mission, you get scrap. If you get scrap, you can build other weapons, unguided rockets, bombs, cluster bomb, blimey, and these modules which you can strap onto your, spaceship, strap onto your plane and make it do a variety of things. Like you have an elite variant, which is 3,000 scrap that gives you minus 90% HP, but huge amounts of speed and turn. So that's a bit of a risk, and you can change over your avionic loads and so on, but we don't have the money for any of that, so let's go and shoot some dudes. So here's your Sky Fortress straight out of the Avengers. There's an enemy one, so you fly around. It's quite simple controls with the gamepad, so you've got your joystick kind of controls where you're pointing, obviously. Your shoulder buttons, you've got a throttle up one, which makes you go really fast, and a slow down one, which basically puts on the air brakes, and you can slow down so much you fall out of the sky. Look at the little Luftrauser logo on the wings, that's so cool. So there are a variety of things which try and kill you, and you can also hold triangle, or I think it's Y, to change between weapons. It gives you different targeting things so you can see what you've got. That's a rocket, that's fine. But now I have a gun. Whee! So what you'll find is that when you're going really fast, your maneuverability is fairly low, so it takes a huge time to turn, but if we slow right down, your turning becomes way better. So there's a kind of trade-off between dogfighting, whether you want to catch up with stuff or have enough speed to stay in the air but still be able to shoot at things. And you can see on the right that your ammo does actually you can just use the D-pad to switch to your weapon. I did not know that. Anyway, yes you can. I think somebody was trying to kill me then. You can just switch between it on your D-pad, but yeah, you have to, each weapon regenerates itself. Let's take something out in the sky. So you can hit X or A to retarget, and then it's square or X to fire, depending on what gamepad you're using. I think there are keyboard controls as well, but this kind of thing plays best to having, get back here, some kind of analog turning. Seeming way outmaneuvered here. What? That was locked on. Fine. Oh. These missiles aren't very good. I do not like them. Just get the joust missile. Ah! Yes, you can die by crashing into things. Ah! Stop circling around me, you bastard. You can do this, which puts you in a targeting mode. So you can kind of always look at whatever you've targeted. So you do that by clicking in the right stick. And I'm going to crash into the ocean. Yeah, can't really see where you're going with that. It's probably best to do that if you're high up in the sky and won't die. So now we're back at the beginning. You know, uncustomized aircraft, and you know you haven't earned any scrap. Just go down, see no scrap. So you have to basically complete it in one life. Let's try that. And again, yeah, it's defaulted the skin to the normal and all the rest of it. So but this is a much more maneuverable thing. Wee! It's really fast as well. They do seem to change. Whoops, wasn't locked on. The what enemies and stuff you have to destroy based on what aircraft you selected. I did one with the bomber, the heavy bomber, and there were very few aircraft. It was mainly I think I took out the guy I wasn't even aiming at. Yeah, I had to take out a lot more ground targets rather than air-based targets for this. Come on, lock on. Lock on. I don't know what those do. And they do have their own flying sky fortress from Avengers, which you can actually blow up. No. I'm not sure what half of these missiles do. I just use the gun and the normal ones most of the time. Because this one's really big. Look at the targeting reticule. Ooh, it says it's targeted. And yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to take out these flying fortresses with the just the kind of normal little plane weapons. It's whoop! I just got hit then. It's mainly a bomber target to take out something of that size. You can do it, but it takes a huge amount of weapons. So it's got a little that green health bar. It's got next to its targeting reticule. Didn't go down. So let's try and find something else that's going to be a bit easier to kill. Obviously on your for HUD, you've got your speed on the left. So the longer line is what your throttle's doing. So if I increase and decrease it. And then the thick line's what the aircraft's doing. So you can see it lags behind when you're slowing down and stuff. And when you release it, you know, don't press any buttons, it goes up to that middle level there. On the right hand side, you've got the altitude. Actually, I'm being shot. Let's try and kill him before he kills me. There we are. On your right, you've got the altitude, obviously as you go up and down, and it also shows the altitude of whatever your targeting is. Get him! Whee! And yes, you can hit their corpses. Dodge! Haha. Whee! Flick. Yeah, okay. Other things in the HUD. So I've got some amount of scrap. See, my speed's off the line now because I'm going down. But I've already picked up some scrap from killing those things which I have done. I've got those 5 things are flares, which I can hit the B button if I get a missile lock on. So let's fly somewhere where they have missiles and encourage one of them to lock onto me. Is this a friendly airfield? I think it is. It wasn't shooting at me. Here's a SAM site. Let's see if one can get locked on me. So, yeah, you can basically burn a flare and avoid a lock on so that you don't die. Whoops. So, yeah, apart from that, that's whoops! Ah! So that was another plane. Ah! Get him, get him, get him. Stop running away, lazy. Not lazy. Clever, clever, that's the thing. So, the problem now is I have to take out these buildings. I don't really have weapons to do that. Dodge. As you can see, kind of all of the shapes are all very polygon based. You know, it's a hex based island. You know, it looks a bit like a big Catan grid. And it's this game actually runs in Unity, so it should work fine on pretty much anything that will run it. It's not hugely graphically intensive, or it doesn't have a huge amount of effects. It's just a little basic, clean them up. Didn't do any damage to that. Almost clipped my wing as well. And the big red, the big red bar, the little red bar. That's how much health I have remaining. The empty space is health I have lost. And I died. And then I crashed into the submarine. Fantastic. Let's do the big bomber. I like the big bomber. It's nice and slow, but it's a very meaty plane. It feels heavy. It just maneuvers so slowly, but you can still stake stuff out of the sky. So you still have these missiles. I don't think that was fair. So I have rockets, which just go in a straight line, micro missiles, and big bombs, which drop. Oop. Where's things? There we go. Right, you are the thing that shall be dying. Oop. If I had the right things. It's quite hard to stall, as you can probably see, but it is possible. Oh, come on. There we go. So I'm just going to hold the brake. So you can basically stop in this big bomber. It's got so much wing area, it doesn't really matter whether you're moving at all. Which is really good for lining up bombs. Let's just take up this last drone. There we are. And then let's bomb a thing. So when you bomb, let's target it, you get this little reticule underneath you. As you can see, it's closing in. And then when you hit fire, you drop bombs and they'll approximately fall where that reticule is. And you will take a massive beating in the process if you don't book out of there straight away. But yeah, even your big bombs regenerate. Obviously because they're larger, they take longer to regenerate. You can do without the reticule and just do this is the best way I found to do it, just fly straight at the thing, fire all the bombs, and then just miss it! You kind of need to keep on switching targets, because you can't point to this, you can't just UE. Dodge! Yeah! Ooh! Then stop trying to kill me. Oh, that's close to the ground. I died. I've only ever managed to finish this one level once. And then I died instantly on the next level because I didn't know what was going on. Let's have a nice white plane. Excellent at hit and run, that's what we want to do. Fly in, kill the thing, and then get the hell away from there so we don't instantly die. So we have smaller bombs, guns, rockets, and micro missiles. Let's get rid of these drones first. I've been shot from behind. I came from behind. Ooh, dodge. You, I'm having you. I like the little speed lines, those are fun! Kind of when you get stuck going really fast, just kind of gives you a visual indicator as well. Otherwise it's not necessarily clear. Indecision there over which one to try and attack. I find it's best to try and take these little drones out first, otherwise they will screw you over. Close formation flying there. Close formation. Tally-ho, chaps. I'm being ripped apart. I'm going to go away now. Just go away. Go away. And then... Yeah, come back. Stall. Yeah, do. Okay, stalled. You have to gain speed, otherwise you can't maneuver when you stall. Let's just try and rocket them. See if that helps. No. Rockets just go straight. Yeah, got one. A rocket. Fight the corpse. Ooh. Yeah, targeting. Yeah, that's easier. Just point. Yeah, you die. I blame you, missiles. Oh yeah, so I wasn't going to do this when I was so close to the ground because it killed me last time. Head on! Ooh. I did not dodge! Let's just take the basic one. Nice black skin. There we go. Medium fighter. It's a bit bigger. You know, than the little ones. It's not as fast, but it has more health, it's not maneuverable, you know, all the rest of it. So this is kind of your middle of the road. Yeah, got missiles? Yeah, I got missiles. Ah, you were closer, I did not realise that. Yeah, perspective is a thing that I don't know if it's just me that's having a problem with it, or whether it's just because everything's very polygonal, so it's hard to judge range. But yeah, I keep on getting confused over what thing's closer. It might just be a thing that's me. Rocket it! And the music is amazing as well. Whoops! I did not dodge that enough. You know what I was doing? I was waiting for the lock-on to tell me how close I was, then realised I was using rockets that don't lock on. I might finish the first... This is only the first level. I don't know how many levels there are. I mean, I think it's just procedurally generated, so it's just however many different variations you can survive through, I think. Yeah, you, and rocket you. Ha ha ha. It's a good start already. Oh yeah, and you have all these arrows around kind of the centre. Obviously the big one is what you're aiming at, what you've got targeted rather, but the other ones are just anything that's flying is kind of automatically targeted, just in case you're kind of, you know, just kind of keep... Ah! Nick took his tail off there. What was that about? Oh yeah, just keep track of other things that are in the air. The missiles, I can't keep up with how fast he's turning. I'm still, right, fine, I'm stalling, I'm out of here. I have rockets, macro gun, and micro. Right. Like Pokeballs on the wings. Alright, sure, Pikachu. Form of rockets. Wait, did I manage to switch franchises? Yeah, pretty sure I did. Well, the rockets can't turn as fast as these. I'm just being mullered, I'm just being torn apart by these fighters. You can see there's a lot more fighters than there were last time. Because when I was using that light bomber. Just, there we go. Rockets! Missiles! Missiles! Yes. Rockets are the things that don't turn. Right. Good. Good start there. Rocket things. Bye-bye, Sam site! I found that's the best way to deal with buildings. Just rockets! Oh! And crashing yourself into them, yes. Oh man. Let's just do the last type of plane. This has a jousting missile, which I'm not entirely sure how to use properly because it's a bit weird. Joust. I'm guessing the idea is it's like a really short range missile because it explodes really quickly. I'm guessing it turns super fast or something. This is it. Whoop. Help if I was locked on and didn't just randomly fire it in the thing. Oh. Ah! You daft. If I can get behind you, please. Just. Yeah, target it. Target it. No, you're not going to target it? Fine. Yes, I don't have any guns on this. I probably should have got. You can put guns on everything. I think only the bombers are limited to having the bombs. Obviously, you can't just put bombs on everything, but you can put like these little micro rockets on the bombers and the guns on the bombers. Just a case of how you want to. Ah! Trade off how much storage space you can put on stuff. Let's just have one more go with this little light fighter, because that seemed to be doing best with these little missiles. Whoops, no, don't take that off. So yeah, you can see there, yeah. Take off some payload. You know, I could take out the flares and put some rockets on. Why not? Why not? Ooh, that looks cool. Black and yellow. Oh, yeah. Cool. And a little red cockpit as well. Whee! Yeah, the slightest ones are really maneuverable. Now don't have any flares, so I have to manually dodge missiles. So that should be interesting. Take out that AA space, yeah. Shoot these drones. That one was further away. Oh. He dodged it! Bastard. Oh. Yeah, whoop! I only get 50 gun, not 100 gun. Yes, 100 gun. Like bullets. That's the word I'm looking for. Got him! And I survived! Through some miracle of just randomly dodging. I did not think I was going to survive that. Yeah, right. Rockets. Right, now I have ground targets. The only thing I can take them out with is rockets. One of those will hit it. Apparently didn't kill it. We flip and like a bee. I've got honeycomb. Yay! The handling's really, really cool and arcadey. Ooh, dodge. Yeah, got him. So you can just, you know, roll for days. Whee! Alien rolls. Not barrel rolls. Let's just get that confusion out of the way. They're not barrel rolls. Some of these things aren't kind of required targets for completing the level, but blowing them up just gives you more resources. More resources for when you want to upgrade stuff. Also, the top two bumpers kind of give you a big turny thing, so if you're a bomber, that's quite useful. Because you can just go above it and then just like wee, and then slow down and just aim little bits. Wee, and then straight up. Yeah, so the Gelt style is really, really small and kind of, you know, it knows what it is. It's just a little, you know, arcadey shootery thingy. It doesn't try and do anything awesome, but you know, you can still say there's like little bits of seaside and mountain, and you've got your sky fortresses, and everything's nicely color coded, so it's easy to see what thing needs to be exploded. That thing needs to be exploded. All of the rockets. And those things. Whee! Between the towers. I should probably use gun. Gunplane! Where? So this one's really, really hard to stall. Slowly, 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 slowly. Whee! Whoops, nope. I pulled the throttle down instead of putting the throttle up. Because I am a genius. Eventually I'll take out this entirely defenseless factory. Plant. That's a bit big for a plant. Ooh, it has one red blob left. So one more run should be good. Whee! Flip and flip. Ha 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 ha. Whee! Blown it up and away with me. Now I have an aerodrome to explode. This is going well. Bullshit. Things that can fight back. No. Yeah, you can fly upside down all day if you feel like it. Whoop, there we go. Got you. And you. Aha. Oh, it's really good for dogfighting, this one. And they're gone. Apparently I now have some AAA guns. Well, they went all of my health. Uh-oh. Another drone, take that out before it comes too close to me. Yeah, and rocket the things. Let's just try and not die. And whip. And we, yeah. Whee, whoa! Dodge the wing. Oh, then there's deathy things. Missiles and other kinds of things that I don't want to be near because I have like no health. Oh, mountain! Ooh. Ah, nearly hit that. Got him. Right. Oh, there's still something flying apparently. Boomfish. Oh, that just launched a drone. Ah. Shoot that command. Ah. Too many things. I'm confused. I don't know where I am. Just took out a little bit. That is a friendly one. I wonder if I can land on it. Ah! No. I wonder if I can land. Let alone on a thing. Can I land? Got you. Rockets. The drones sometimes do weird stuff, like they'll just run away. And then if you're slower than them, you can't chase them down, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, and he's falling out the sky in a little fireball. And a whip. And whew. Yeah. Right, come on aerodrome, you are getting blown up because you're launching all those other things. I did like a quarter of its health with all of those rockets. Fan-dabby-dozy! So it's down to one blob. Ah, and that was a drone, and there's a missile. I am regretting switching out my only means of defense for a mediocre weapon. Yay, and it's gone black, so that means that I've killed it. Yeah, so no more little drones coming my way, hopefully, for a little while. Oh, they still have their Sky Fortress. Less drones coming my way. Missile? Oh, yeah, I haven't targeted it. That's why I wasn't looking on. Rockets. What things do I have left to explode? Oh, they have a AAA site. Anti-aircraft artillery? Oh, they have another two. Oh dear. An oil rig. Yeah, you can blow up those as well. I just want to finish a mission. Come on. One mission. Can't be that hard. Ah! And as I plunged majestically into the submarine that I drove straight at and died after nearly killing everything else, there are 2 AA guns, 12 drones, 1 Zrum, and 1 plant, and 1 aerodrome. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Apparently that submarine has crashed into the ground because there's a bit of green there, which is us. We're just going to live with that.